Hello. Yeah, good evening to you all. I hope you are all doing well. It's been a very beautiful Sunday, and I just wanted to use this opportunity. Over the week, last week, I thought about how to help my patients, especially with those who are having a very busy schedule with work. So I just gathered these few things to encourage you with it and also to guide you as we all want to achieve a healthy status. And so today, I'm just considering just very short presentation I've put together for you, and I've entitled it Improving Overall Health and Physical Activity Using the N.E.A.T Score. And so once again, my name is Amin Suleiman. I'm your registered dietitian and a nutritionist, and I'm here to guide you. So let's go into all this. So you see, for some time now, I've been encouraging you to keep up the 30 to 45 minutes workout for morning and evening. However, I have come to realize that some of us are not being able to meet up these planned or routine exercises, and that sometimes also affect our progress. However, there are other better ways that I think we can improve on our physical activity. And that is what I want to share with you. So I'm going to talk about neat, okay? Neat. Not that you've worn a dress that looks so neat. No, but this stands for um, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Okay. So when I say thermogenesis, let it not seem that it is a very big word. Yeah. It is how energy is utilized or breakdown. So when we talk about need, we are talking about non uh, exercise. So things that we don't include in our exercise routine, they are non-exercise, but they are things that we daily do. You get what I'm saying? There are things that we daily do, and most of the time we don't really bring our mind to know that those things that we don't consider them as planned exercises are also part of how we break down our energies, okay, or we burn our calories. And so all the movements we do in our daily businesses count to what we call the N.E.A.T score. You understand what I'm saying? So the question is, what are some of the things that we say they are our N.E.A.T scores? Okay, let me just use this diagram to explain something to you. So when you look at the diagram, it is in three sections, okay, with the colors. So from the green to the blue, and let us say, I mean, I'm not good at colors more, so I'm picking this as a light red, okay. So um, when we add the green to the blue and to the light red, I'm saying that that is your energy you are expending, you are utilizing, you are burning. You understand what I'm saying? So we call it the total daily energy expenditure. So what I'm using, the calories I've eaten, okay, the energy I'm having, how am I using them? Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So we have divided them into three components. The first component is what we call the basal metabolic rate. You know, sometimes when you come to my office, I normally let you stand on that scale. We check your body fat, we check this. Apart from the laboratory investigations we do, you know, there is part of this the scale that we measure what we call the basal metabolic rate. You understand what I'm saying? So the basal metabolic rate is the energy we are expending when we are not moving any part of our body. But there is a part of the heart that is using this energy in beating, in circulation, okay? Heart pumping the blood because it uses energy. So, and also breathing. As we breathe, the rate at which we are breathing, we are utilizing energy, the hormone production, and our digestion. You understand? The cell repair. So these are the basal metabolic rate. So that one, we don't have influence on them. It is the body's mechanism to make things work. Have you understood? Then we have what we call the non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So that's what I was telling you. These are the needs. So they are things that we don't plan. Like our exercises, we plan them. We have a routine thing we do in the morning and sometimes in the evening. But this one, we are not planning. So it is something that we always do as part of our daily work, whether we are at the office, whether we are at the shop selling, whether we are at the market. There are some of the things we unintentionally do, but we don't count it as part of exercise, but it is also part. So that's why we name it as non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So what are they? For example, sometimes you are just walking from one desk of your office to the other. You may not count it as an exercise, but it's actually also some form of exercise. Okay. For example, you've closed from work or you are going to work, you are descending or ascending the staircase. It is. You get what I'm saying? Let's say you woke up in the morning and you are sweeping, you are cleaning, you are dusting. These are all parts of our non-exercise activity thermogenesis. And we are having the exercise activity thermogenesis. So those are planned exercises I encourage you to do, or any for health personals encourage you to do. So, for example, sometimes I will tell you that, okay, let us do a moderate intensity physical activity, or let us go high intensity physical activity, depending on your weight, depending on your age, depending on the kind of things you do and your conditions. You see, so for example, it's running. So let us say you are running. It takes carefully planned, and it takes much energy from you. You get it. So when we bring all these things together and we have what we call your total energy expenditure. Have you understood? I hope I'm not bombarding you with a lot of English. Let us move on. So we have factors that influence our N.E.A.T scores. Okay, the first one is genetics. So yeah, there are certain factors that influence how our N.E.A.T score will either go up or it go down. When it goes up, it is to our advantage. But when it goes down, it is telling us that our sedentary or our low physical activity levels are going very, very, very low. You understand? So it means that you're not doing enough. And especially those of us working to reduce our weight, those of us working to control our weight, and also working to control our cholesterols and also our sugar levels and our hypertension, the high blood pressures and all that. I mean, those with strokes and all that. You see, when your N.E.A.T scores begin to go down, it is telling you that you're becoming more sedentary. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So first of all, our genetics affect. Secondly, our sorry. Oh, sorry. Secondly, our environment. Okay, so there are environmental factors that affect us. For example, where you work. And sometimes, when people come to the consulting rooms and then they'll be like, please, sir, I want my child. And I ask him, so the child goes to this wonderful school, which has no park. They are always kept in the room. They are not even allowed sometimes to even walk around and all that. They come back to the house, and then the house too is everywhere is enclosed. The child is always sitting in the game. No, you are not increasing his N.E.A.T scores. N.E.A.T score can increase when our environment is set in a way that we can have certain short movements. Some of us who are even struggling to help our children reduce, we should take them to the kitchen where we can say, okay, go and fetch this water for me. You make the environment conducive enough to improve the N.E.A.T scores. Also, our jobs. There are some of the jobs, hi, you just sit there 5 hours without moving. The only thing is just on the computer and all that. No. You see, for you to improve your N.E.A.T score, I'm not saying quit that job. No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that sometimes you see, you sat for an hour, stand up. Okay, just stand up, just be on your feet. I mean, just walk around for 2 hours, or sometimes instead of you calling the security personnel to come and pick this document to give to the manager in your office, no, don't do that. Wake up yourself, pick the document and go so that you can increase your N.E.A.T scores. So the market woman is always sitting there. You get it? He's always sitting there. She's always sitting there. And then, insurer, me pacho brother win to be. How can you increase your N.E.A.T score in that? You will just wake up, you don't wait for the water seller to bring the water to you. You should rather walk towards her, then you pick it yourself so that you can walk back. You understand what I'm saying? For example, you're in the provision shop and somebody comes, yes, I mean, a big shop or something like that. Sometimes you should be innovative enough, okay? Don't wait for the person to come and pick the things herself. Sometimes you even hold the basket. Say consciously, you are improving your N.E.A.T scores. Hold the basket and help the person be packing the things into the basket so that you can carry all these things in the aim of increasing your N.E.A.T score. So you see, we can have a conducive environment that can help us so that our physical activity indirectly can increase. And our lifestyle, what time do we sleep? How many hours are we sitting? And all the choices that we have. Have you understood what I'm saying? All right. So I want us to look at how we can improve our N.E.A.T scores to improve our overall health. I'm saying that more N.E.A.Ts also means less risk of metabolic syndrome. In fact, let me not bore you with this big word. Metabolic syndrome means that the person is having high risks of type 2 diabetes because there are certain parameters we are looking at. The first one is obesity. Number two, we are having what we call the waist circumference is higher. Number three, we are looking at your cholesterols being shot up, especially the triglycerides and the total cholesterol and the LDL, and your good cholesterol, which is the HDL, is down. You understand what I'm saying? Let me not bore you a bit. And also, we are looking at those who are having high blood pressure, and sometimes whether their sugars are or they are the borderline. So these are the parameters we check to say you're having metabolic syndrome. And sometimes when your N.E.A.T scores go down, your cardiovascular events also shoot up. You see heart attack. Okay, you see that your blood pressures are always shooting. So what should we do? We should rather seek to improve or increase our N.E.A.T score so that we don't die early. Because I know you are not going to die early. You get it? So research has also shown that inactivity can negate the hard work you put into your intentional exercise. So you see, some people will be like, oh, as for me this week, the way I've run, they have done that. So because of that, I'm going to relax. No. When we put in certain measures at our workplaces, certain measures in our offices, at our home, sometimes I don't even understand. Our homes, there are some mothers, fathers, they've stopped home gardening. Just do some home gardening. These things can improve your N.E.A.T score. Oh, let me go and check on my tomatoes. Oh, let me go and check on the cassava, at the back there. Oh, let me just weed this. Let me pick this wood from this place. You understand what I'm saying? So that we can improve our N.E.A.T scores. But most of us, oh no, I'm not going because this week I've exercised so hard. I exercise in the morning, so after I'm in the office, I'm not going to move. No, let's have these smaller movements and it will help us. You get it? So fighting sedentary behavior with N.E.A.T helps you to reap the benefit of your workout. So as we are doing planned exercises, okay, and especially my people who are working in the mines and all that and other places. I mean, you see, sometimes your work is so demanding that you don't even get time to do exercises, but you can employ these strategies in your work. So instead of you always looking at the junior to always be picking the document from the other office, walk there and pick it. Instead of you always being in the car driving from here to here, sometimes you see, park the car somewhere and drive and walk to the office. Okay, walk to the site there, walk to that junction there to increase your N.E.A.T scores. And as you do that, you see that you're improving with your physical activity. What should we do? How are we going to improve it? We should increase daily physical activity. Sometimes, there are certain watches that have come that you can set it. Okay, you count the number of steps. Just we can start it small. Okay, so okay, for this week, I'm setting my walking to 10,000 steps. You understand? So, okay, I'm not going to pick car as I used to pick from this junction to this junction. So this time I'm going to walk from this. I wake up early and walk from this junction to this junction before I go to work. So you should. And those of us using elevators, I mean, put it somewhere, then you use the staircase. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And also, what we should do we should stretch. Okay, we should for example, you're watching the TV or something. Sometimes you can stand and be watching the TV. Sometimes you see you can be moving up and down while watching the TV. I mean, stretch, do some stretching, do some to fidget something. Sometimes you are moving something on your desk, you intentionally throw the pen somewhere there, you go there and go and pick it. I mean, just do something, you understand, huh? And get involved in household chores. You see, I'm not saying don't go and pick a maid. Yeah, I mean, you can pick a maid if you have the money in this our current time. But what you can also do is that, I mean, some of the house chores, washing the dishes, okay, dusting and all those things, vacuuming, sweeping and all that, you can do it. And sometimes, heavy stuff outside there can pack some blocks here and there. I mean, yeah. And also, you can bike rather to always be picking the car or walk. You understand? Some people, their office and where they stay is very close. And so what they do is that they are always sitting in the car. Please, no. I mean, for short trips, instead of driving, just walk. You understand what I'm saying? Mm. And we can take regular breaks, especially the office workers. Take regular break. I normally propose that when you sit for an hour, you should stand and walk around for 10 to 15 minutes. You understand what I'm saying? And now there are some tables of which I sell some in my shop. Okay, that it is electronically operated. That when you sometimes work and you've sat for so long, you just press a button that will increase the length so that you can stand and work. You get what I'm saying? If you want some, come and see me. So another way is to play with children and pets. For example, if you have a cat, you have a dog. I mean, you have also other children. I mean, sometimes when they are having fun activities, join them. Join them. Children can make you run and walk and unintentionally. You understand what I'm saying? Huh? And sometimes you prefer, most of the time, prefer standing over sitting for so long. Okay. And take longer walking routes. Now you're going to church or work or program and all that. And sometimes it's a short distance, but prefer to take a longer walking route. You get it? Just to increase your step count. And also you do a yard work, as I said. Also, you track your activity using your watch. So at the end of the day, and appreciate yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes when you've been able to do very, 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 very well, just appreciate yourself. Just appreciate yourself. Don't say that, oh, I couldn't do it and all that. Appreciate yourself because I know it is a lifestyle modification. It is not going to take just a day, it's going to take time. Don't look down yourself, always encourage yourself. And I'm telling you that you get to that destined end. Your sugars will drop, the cholesterols will be normalized, your blood pressures will be normalized, your overweight, obesity, scale will be dropped so that you come back to the normal and take the shape you want. And so, on this note, I hope that I've been able to share quite a lot with what's presented to you. I'll always be there to answer your questions and to help you. I pray God helps and bless you as we take a stroll through this journey. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you again the next time. Bye.